Am I live? Somebody let me know if I'm live. There's 0 people. Should be more than that. Starting 10 minutes early, but 5 people. All right. Hey, 5 people. How you guys doing? I hope you guys have had a great week. Hope the new year is just working for you. All right. Let me see. Tammy Baker, Michael Green, Jean-Louise Finch, Taffy Shutt, Amy, Joda, Taffy. Glad y'all made it. I think that's all 5, man. Anyway, I was starting a little bit earlier because, of course, I will be having Greeno on the show here in a bit. He's going to be getting here about 6. So I wanted to start a couple minutes early so I could just discuss the normal, goings on and all. Let me see. You know what? It's been a week of it. Yes, it's been a week. Things sometimes don't always go as planned, which was last week. And you know what? I mean, let me just ask you, especially those who are my age or about my age, is there a time that you remember after, like, let's say 1989, when every 2 weeks there wasn't something new to be afraid of? Do you remember the times when you could just be like a member of mankind and live? I don't. I find that hard to remember because it seems like every other day there's a new reason to be afraid. It's the virus, it's war, it's terrorists, it's this, it's that, it's 15 other things. And really, I wish that those reporting such would just go away, would just leave, would just exit our planet and go to another station in the universe. Wouldn't it be cool? That way we could just get back to living, man, and just be. That's what I want to be. Just be. It's easy to recognize. People tired of just being endlessly pushed. They have to. People have to get tired of it. Those who don't, they must really like being scared. A lot. Because that is all I ever see. Anything I see, I already know the result because it's always going to play in the way that you don't want, It's the way that they set it up to be, but they throw it like it's a reality show. Is it going to happen? Won't it? The world depends upon this moment. No, it don't. Your world may depend upon that moment, not mine. Exactly. Right there. Hey, Christy Lynn, how you doing? Serendipity, Sharon Parker. So anyway, Greeno, give it about 7 minutes, should be arriving. I figured, well, I'll start 10 minutes early. Gives me plenty enough time to talk about my week. And, and like I say, it's just been a week because the more I sit around and this is what the hell? Puppy scratched me. Oh, man, what the hell? Looked like I cut myself shaving, man. I should have just put a piece of tissue over it. It may look like, oh, cut myself shaving. Didn't even know it was on there until I saw it. And I was like, man, what the hell? Oh, holy shit, man, he got me good. Yeah. Whoa. Wow. Man, well done, puppy. Well played. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And for those who are keeping track, puppy has not got his present yet. However, it is in the mail. It's left Michigan. And it is en route to Indianapolis. And I was hoping, like Christmas thing, Yuletide blessing on puppy, that it would have arrived today. That way I could have held him up here with these really cool bow tie. He is so handsome, man. I love that little guy. I just wish he would quit biting. Not everything. It's not everything. It's me. I mean, look at my arms, man. I mean, people. And it's not that he just sits and does it all day, just biting like that. It's just that every time I ain't paying him attention, he comes over and he scrapes on, kind of claws my arm, bites a little bit. It's just all the time, man. I got marked. I'm marked, man. I'm puppy marked. Well, yeah, it may sound that way. I'll give it to you. But again, I mean, the first one did get lost in the mail. And, it took me quite a few days because it was around Christmas and the mail was delayed. And it said right there on the tracking that the time could be delayed because of Christmas. So I gave it a good long time. But once it had been in Indianapolis, and I think it was like for 11 days, man, I just emailed the guy. I'm like, I think it's lost in the mail. He instantly refunded my money. So I just, I gave him a good feedback and went back and bought from him again. It wasn't his fault, and he got it out quickly, and it's the gift I wanted to get him too, and that makes the difference. However, Puppy is looking more dog-like now than, totally puppy. He'll be 5 months old in, let me see, tomorrow. Right? No, day after tomorrow, he'll be 5 months old. So looking forward to that. I'm not having no like 5 months, but on a year I will, So on August 7th, there will be his birthday party in the same way that I always gave Wolf his, because I loved my bear. I still do. Oh yeah. I threw up Aquarius. I'm just going with the time, I'm just going with the times here. Oh, what? Really? Are you an Aquarius? Because that would be cool. I got Aquarius up back here. Oh, yeah. Voting balance. Who didn't see that coming, man? And what did they say? Well, it could be delayed. And of course, it could shift too. That way they set it up so that when it goes the other way, they go, see, we told you. Man, it's all predictive programming. That's how they play people, man. That's how they play it. But you already know the result. If you don't, you're not paying attention to everything because you are clearly lost on all that's going on around you. It's never going to go your way because it's not you, it's them, and it's them against you. That's why it don't go your way. Yeah. Yeah, my little bear. Yeah. I missed the dude. I still, hey, here you go. Oh, dude, man, I forgot. Man, what the hell's wrong with me? Hold on 1 second, everybody. Quick second. But 1 second. Only be a moment. Crap. There you go. Link sent. Wait, where? Hey, 12 cup pizzas here. See, I did not see Ange. Oh, Don Spain. Oh, hell. See? Yeah. People are showing up. Hey, and there's Ryan Kelly. I don't know if anybody knows who Ryan Kelly or not is, but he is the center for the Indianapolis Colts. And here and there, he joins me on my show, like just popping up, man. Just like that. Glad you're here, Senator Kelly. Number 1 draft pick in the NFL by the Colts. Great pick. How you doing, Jonathan? Hey. Oh, there's Ange. See, now I see her. Roy, middle name Leroy, the Royal. Are you okay? Are you okay, Ange? Is all well? I hope. Yeah, you don't mess with sinners, man. Doing it for the kids. Right on, dude. Right on. You know, keep it real. You know, you do what Ryan Kelly has got to do. Never forget that. You're still waiting. It is 6 o'clock and there's been no arrival. Okay. Well, you know what? That's it. I'm giving him the boot. Now, Greeno will not be a part of this show. Oh, really? Well, I hope you get feeling better. Believe me, this is not a time not to be feeling that good. Don't want that. What do you got? 12 cut? I mean, are you able to go on the internet? Hang on stream. I have something to see. Yeah, I can. I can pull up my screen and get right to it. Hang on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and
what's going on? YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or wherever the hell you're watching from. I'm Anthony Greeno from True Crime Investigates. Sorry I'm late, but I'm damn sure here.
It's a script, you know. He says it the same every time.
Every single time.
Everybody. How the hell you doing? You know what I can do? I can make a jingle in less than 1 minute.
Now, you know what? I can too.
Ah, come on.
Probably from watching Mike Russell.
Mike Russell. You know what? I heard that man is legendary.
I've seen it.
Is it wrong?
I've watched him do it for me live. And
you know what? I've seen him do it for you live. I watched it myself when he did it for me live. Yeah, he's a great dude, man. Got a hell of a what, man. Did you see that microphone that he was kind of what is it, the best YouTube microphone on earth or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I went and looked that up, man. $400. I was like, I'll keep the Blue Yeti.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I don't have that kind of money.
Bunch of money falling out my backside, maybe, but this will do. So, hang on a minute.
You need to fix your green screen.
Well, the thing is, it's just the light. I don't have the highlight back on it. That's why it's kind of fading like that. As you can see, I'm darker and cut right here.
Shaving with the straight razor.
Nope, it was Puppy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
His hand, his paw?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even notice that until I sat down. I thought, oh, he must have, when I put him in the box, he must have, well, it may have called me.
Yeah, dude, that would have kept me from going live for like 2 weeks.
Dude, I didn't even notice till I was sitting here and I thought, man, what the hell is that, man? I'm like, oh, shit. But I already had it, see how it fuzzed out back there.
Yeah. It's like when you raise your hand, it fixed.
Hang on, let me fix it. Screw it.
Look, there it is. Now, look how good that is, ladies and gentlemen. Constellations.
Constellations. Isn't it all about the constellations, really?
Perfect. Yeah. So, dude, so the reason I was late is because I had a green shirt on. And I'm like, oh, this ain't going to cut that. You know what I mean? I sat down and I'm like, oh, my gosh, dude, I can see right through me. You know?
Do you remember when I did that?
What?
When I did the very same, man. I had that made in Ireland, the green T-shirt, and I sit down and I'm like, oh, shit, man, because you'd see, like, you know, like straight back to it. I was like, damn. Okay, this ain't the shirt I want to wear when I'm doing a green screen. You know?
Yeah, I was watching some clips on news anchors, like news fails or whatever, and I seen a lady that had a green dress on. You could just see right through her, man. But you could see the outline of her bra and panties, you know, and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed, you know. And so, like, this guy, he had a trench coat and he's like, here, put that on, you know. She's giving the news report. And it's like, she was so embarrassed, dude.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I find fault in that.
Why?
Well, okay, she's wearing a green skirt and whatnot.
So you could see through it, right?
You can see through it, but you can only see it would be black.
It's black, but you could tell. Okay, so you could tell the line of where her stuff was underneath. It was a darker shade. You know what I mean? It wasn't the same. You could see through it, but you couldn't see the bra and panties. But like, okay, so you know how the Predator looks? Like how he's invisible, but he's still there. Kind of, you can kind of see him. It was like that. You could see a darker image.
Okay, but understand, it's just like with this green screen. Now, if I wrapped that around me
You
and you
disappear.
was looking at it, everything would be gone. But since there is no backdrop to be seen, it would appear black. You wouldn't see my legs through it because they're not background.
Right. They're not background.
Where I'm at.
Yep.
Yeah, anyway. Oh, yeah. So 12 cut wanted us to go somewhere online to check something out. And I hope it's involves facial cuts. Well, damages. All right, man. So, well, he said it wouldn't take long. So, oh, hey, on the trails here? Yeah, Kim's here. On the trail, Kim. Watch her on the wall. All right. Well, okay, but we are waiting for 12 cut. But, you know, as soon as he gets back here with us on that, we will go there. Anyway, tonight's show, we was going to reminisce.
Okay.
We was going to talk about the last 4 years because we was talking about it yesterday when we was on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And off to go. I mean, and I'm thinking back, what did we take out there on the first trip? Like video-wise?
Well, I've got some of those clips.
Well, I mean, what did we film it on?
With a GoPro and
So,
phones.
Dude, I already had my GoPro, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay.
That
So
was
we had-
primarily what we was using.
We had the GoPro and we had your telephone and another person's.
Yes.
And that's what we got flannel shirt guy with.
Flannel shirt guy. Yeah, I did it on my cell phone.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's why it's sideways. You gotta
Because I tilted it sideways. Yep. Yeah, it started out okay, and then I tilted the phone sideways, and then it went in there, and I was like, man, hope this dude doesn't think I'm a weirdo, you know, but I'm trying to make sure this ain't the bridge guy. You know?
Now I think at the time, in fact, I mean, I'm guesstimating that at that time I probably had 7,000 and some subs on my old channel in 2014.
Yep. 2017.
2017.
Yep.
And that was the channel that we had. I mean, as far as like Delphi went.
Mm-hmm.
Now you had the Southern Bounty channel at that time.
Yeah, but that was just strictly like my bounty hunter show.
I understand. That's like my old channel. I had nothing to do with that. You see where I'm at?
Mm-hmm.
But as you and I kind of got into this, we started like, you know, upgrading what we had because I still got that GoPro. In fact, it sits right there, and I don't think I've turned it on and filmed anything in a couple of years with it.
Right.
You know, because I got the Sony Handycam. But we each got the Sony Handycam. We each had to get a new computer. Mine got fried by lightning.
Mm-hmm.
2, in fact. One just partially destroyed. The other melted.
Yeah.
And then you got a drone.
Yep.
We each got Power Director.
Yep.
You know, we've really upgraded channel-wise over the last 4 years. And it was because we was trying... Oh, and don't forget, man, because I also bought the Blue Yeti.
The Yeti, yeah. And then I started upgrading to these things. This one, Snowball.
The Snowball, Blue Snowball.
Yep.
Yep, it's made by Blue. They're damn good mics.
Look at this thing on my shirt. There we go. Sorry, I had like a tag thing on my shirt or whatever it was.
You should have bought tagless.
Yeah, I know.
So, you know, I mean, over the last 4 years, man, we've really upgraded. I mean, like editing wise, what we can do, how we can film, you know, quite a bit. Because at the get-go, you had editing experience, like video editing.
Yeah, without the editing equipment. I had the editing experience, but I didn't have the equipment to do what we're doing now, you know?
Yeah, you know, no, wait. No, I mean, because I did have Power Director.
7.
7. Oh.
Yeah, but look, we're on Power
It was
Director
only
next.
7. Dude, still, it was leaps and bounds, you know, above having nothing. Because when you first got on there, and I mean, that was with Cam Newton. And you made that Cam Newton video, man. I was like, because at the end of that, I was like, you know, I was showing people, I'm like, look, watch this video, man. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool as get out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had hardly anything. And if you want to show the screen, I got some of that footage pulled up where I'll just show them randomly. So these are some of the first pictures that we had taken.
Yeah.
At the bridge or at the trail. Pretty much all of these are first pictures. So this is while we're talking, I'm just going to click through pictures and let them see. This is our first look at the trail system on those right after the crime.
Yeah. Do you have the date mark on that?
No, I don't. Okay. I don't, because I moved them from the old computer to this one. But it was right after the crime. Remember, this is the day when Flannel Shirt Guy, when we actually met him.
Yeah.
And
that was the first time that you or I had ever been to that trail.
Yep. And this is some of the photos. See, there's a little bit of snow on the ground and stuff. Here's Kat's first step on the bridge.
Yeah, dude, I still had the Harley coat.
Yeah, I remember that. And then we saw this sign that was laid down.
Yeah.
And they had pulled it from over there at the secondary entrance.
Now, wait. Is that at the secondary entrance?
It was. Remember, we saw the drag marks where they had pulled it and dropped it off.
But there was two that was down. There was also the one at the main. And, I mean, of course, they're identical signs, but that looks almost like the main parking area rather than...
It's now in the main parking area. This is. Now
the same sign?
The same sign. Yeah.
Well, because they had two.
Where was the other one at?
Well, there was the one that was down at the main parking area because it had got covered over in that one time. Remember? Okay, so they took that from the secondary entrance and took it to the main parking area?
Yeah, and just dropped it there.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember we seen there was like tractor marks with the draggings from that secondary entrance all the way up to this area, and then it was sitting there, and it sat there until last year. You know, and then they finally put it back up, and I'm like, man, why would they do that? Why would they just leave that thing there like that?
You know what? That one time when we went out there, it was completely covered.
Completely covered.
Weeds, leaves, everything. I mean, it was on top of it. You had to wipe the front right there to see what it said.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then I remember when we came across this. That's something good. That's something that probably nobody really has anymore.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the first picture of Abby that was like taken on Monon High Bridge had the timestamp on it.
And it's gone.
We had that. And I think it's on my old computer. But if anybody out there has the original with the timestamp on it, reach me.
Yeah.
Because, I want to see the timestamp.
Yeah.
And there's a reason they took that off. Believe me.
Yeah. Let's see here. Here's a picture of.
Yeah.
Remember the memorial that was there?
That's like right there at the bridge. That was like right off the go.
Yep. Right off the go. Now none of that stuff's there anymore. You know? Or
it's like, I don't want to say decomposed, but just kind of like over time weathered into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, over 4 years.
Yeah. A lot's changed.
Yeah. Even the trail. I mean, they widened the trail. And
so let's talk about this picture. What's this picture of?
Aha! I know what that picture is. That is a picture of you. I believe that I am to your immediate right-hand side.
Yep.
And straight back behind us, right up the trail, is Flannel Shirt Guy.
Follow Flannel Shirt Guy. Right there. He was following. Yeah. So I took this selfie, ladies and gentlemen, because this dude was following us, and we're like, man, this dude, how come every time we stop, he stops? You know, he's like lingering, man. And then like we'd stop and turn around and look at him. And as you can see right here, he's looking out here to the left. He's just looking around at the ground and stuff. And it's like, man, this dude's acting weird. You know, maybe that's the dude, you know, dude. Maybe that's the dude. So like we was keeping a close eye on him. So I took this selfie. I was like, dude, I'll take it. Cause he's like, dude, he's like, you know, don't look, but there's a guy like following us. And I turn around and look, and he's like, dude, I said, don't look.
Okay, it was kind of fun in a way, but not in a bad way. It was just kind of weird, like being followed. We didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody at that time, aside of like law enforcement, people that know him, knew who he was.
Mm-hmm.
And
we had no clue.
We had called him a flannel shirt guy, and I guess that's because of
he had a flannel shirt on.
Derek.
Derek,
well, and when he had talked to Derek, or they had said a man wearing a flannel shirt. And again, it's like you said, ironically, there he was, flannel shirt and all, following. We had no idea.
Yeah, he was sitting there with the flannel shirt on, and we're like, wow, dude, that's pretty fitting for the guy's name, So,
he still has that flannel.
He does. And that was the first day that we had. He's like, man, they call me the flannel shirt guy. He probably got FSG on his shirt.
FSG. Goes by that at the lodge, flannel shirt guy. I'm the one.
I'm the one, man. So flannel shirt guy, he was there, and that's the first day that we had actually talked to him. So that's the first piece of evidence that we had actually gotten was him.
Yeah. And I tell people that on that video that you got with your cell phone talking to him. I said that was really the first interview that you and I did on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. It was the very first one, and it was by chance that it happened to be the right person, right time, right shirt, and all.
Exactly. And I'll tell you what. I mean, because I think about this, that of all people to cross that bridge that day, what is the irony that it was two young girls?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you see where I'm at? I mean, it could have been any number of different women that he made, but just as it happened to be, it was two young girls. And I thought, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it's just really, that is the essence of wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
It could have been Cheyenne.
It could have been her and her friend.
Just a few minutes later, it would have been.
It would have been.
Yep. It would have been, that's kind of crazy to think about, and I mentioned that to Cheyenne. I'm like, you could have been the one, and she's like, yeah, I know. I thought about that,
I bet it didn't take long either.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be like, holy crap.
Yeah.
I mean, dude out there.
That's crazy that it even
happened like that. Well, like if you go back one.
Okay, hang on. Just the trail there?
Yeah. Well, secondary entrance.
Oh, the secondary entrance. Okay, hang on.
Because, I mean, I think of, hold on. You know what? I could probably pull mine up, but I think I got the same as what you got.
The picture of here?
Yeah, right there. See, that right there is in almost every video that we do, because when we go by the secondary entrance, you can't really, miss not filming that.
Yeah, that's like
normally they have flowers like right there to the front of it.
Yeah, there's a couple right there, but yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff right here now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a whole bunch.
When we went there, I think it was last time or not. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was time before that. There was like $2 and something and change in quarters laid there.
Mm. Wow. That's crazy. And then, so I'm going to mute these. And you can tell these were filmed on the GoPro or whatever.
But man, it's still pretty good.
Yeah. So this was later on. This was in the summertime. Remember this when we went?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
I think it was Danny.
Because I think you went up there where Ronald Logan lives.
Logan. Yeah.
Right here where I stand was
This is Ron Logan. Yeah, here we're talking about the cemetery when everybody was talking about the theories of the cemetery. So I remember that when we was talking about this.
Yeah, that dude right there. I mean, I can tell. I mean, I can tell. He's telling people about like it operates.
Okay.
He looks very trustworthy with these beard and shit.
Trustworthy.
I'd trust him. He looks like a good guy to me.
Here we are at Logan's house.
There, see, yeah, I remember. Man, you used to be playing the audio with it.
Yeah. All right. Hang on. Let me pull up the audio.
And I'm GoProing.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Weeks into the investigation, authorities executed a search warrant here at the home of Ron Logan, where the bodies of 13-year-old Abigail Williams and 14-year-old Liberty German were found.
I remember that.
Yeah,
That's old, man.
That's old. It's like coming up 4 years, man. This coming spring.
Yeah, and then like we've got bloopers.
I'm here at just.
Can't figure it out. It's like we got this. I'm here.
Here that the girls entered the secondary entrance off County Road 300, and back that way is the bridge. Where
I said the bridge.
Been lying in wait.
Bench. Bench, not bridge.
Bridge. I said bridge.
No, you said bridge. Yes.
Did I? Okay.
Oh, look, they got that fenced off down there, dude.
Yeah, I know. It was like that the other day.
Okay, go.
Wow, man. That's
You remember that?
Trail. Down there is the bench where the predator could have been lying in wait.
Dude, you remember that first video?
Damn, dude, look at the trail.
What?
No, I mean, look at the trail. Like, you're right there. Now, look where okay, when I pan over across the secondary entrance, like, look at that. It looks so much different than now.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, like, now it's, like, way open.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. Remember we was talking about that on the phone the other day, yesterday. And I said, man, dude, the trail's much different now than what it was because they've opened it up more. They've widened it. The trail here, it's wider. You remember because they had that big old piece of machinery come through there.
Yeah.
You know, and that wasn't going to fit at first.
That's what me and Donnie, you know, when I told him that, I says, well, they had to get that crane down there, and the crane was down there for a long time. I don't know what the hell it did, though.
Yeah. And look, see, the bridge is back here. And remember these trees and everything that kind of stuck over this way a little bit? Remember when I told you had to walk around that thing and go that way?
Yeah.
So it kind of like blocked your vision from seeing the bridge. But all this stuff is gone.
It's gone. Yeah, because when you walk up there now, it's all the way over there to the top of that ridge right there to the left.
Yeah.
Right there. And all that's cleared off for going up that hill.
Yeah. All that stuff's gone right there. You know, everything's pretty much gone.
Oh, the barricade's there now.
Yeah, the barricade. See, look at all that. This is all rocks now on the left.
Yeah. All the way up.
Come up here, talk about the makeshift memorial.
There it is.
And then kind of head out that way.
Okay, so what am I saying here?
On you, but you want to stand over this way a little bit more.
This is like uncut,
down to it.
special, never seen.
Ready when you are to record.
Okay.
Yep. So this is the trestle bridge right here. That's
wow.
That's so. You know, it's such a nice place, dude. It sucks this happened there. Really.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said. I mean, it's so old and historic. It's a place you want to go see. It's really. And I mean, you'd have to think back like late 1800s when they built, you know, it's just think of all the changes that's happened there over the last 125 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
It probably, I mean, like as far as the woods and stuff it probably changed quite a bit over that time.
Yeah. Yep. This is where the spot where Abby's picture was taken.
Yeah, Williams by Liberty German. As you can clearly see, there was no one on the trail behind him.
There was no one back there, man. Even though there was a dude standing behind that tree right there.
Right there.
That people think or whatever. But yeah, dude, so I'll quit sharing the video. But so it has really become a different thing. Look, you can see my house. See, oh, look, I'm behind the green screen. So
His house says Greeno Productions.
it just says that on the wall here.
Aquarius. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, man, did you hear me talking about the age of Aquarius the other night?
Mm-mm.
Ah, bummer. Because I seen a commercial, and if you guys watch YouTube often, keep your ear out for it, because there's a commercial out with Aquarius Let the Sunshine playing in the background. Because, okay, when Jupiter conjoined with Saturn on the winter solstice, you know, on December 21st, where the sun reaches its furthest point before coming forward, they conjoined for, like, you know, the closest in 800 years. That brought in the age of Aquarius. So now, rather than being in Pisces, as we have been for the last 2,000 years, we enter a new age of being.
Wow.
I know, isn't that crazy? Now, here's the thing. If you go back to Gemini, it was Adam, all right?
Okay.
He was the Maitreya of the age of Gemini. And then came, hold on, I want to make sure I got that right because it goes up to 5. I know that there was Taurus, and that would have been Noah. And then Moses brought in the age of Aries with the ram horn.
Mm-hmm.
And then next 2,000 years was Jesus, and he was the Maitreya over the age of Pisces. So now we're in the age of Aquarius, but who will be the Maitreya of the age of Aquarius? Because that's what we got to be watching for. Because he's taking us into the new age. You see where I'm at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's kind of weird, man. I watched a lot of stuff on this, man. Go back, I mean, like, God, what's that been? Like 9-10 years ago when Nate moved in. Because he was really big about this age of Aquarius thing, you know, and the Maitreya and all that. Well, okay, so I'm sitting there and I'm kind of believing somewhat that on 12/12, remember that? 12/21, 21/12, you know, that was maybe the set day until this. And then when they conjoined, they both went into Aquarius.
Okay.
As did the sun. And I'm like, okay, so this is now the new age. Which is really scary when we got the coup member taking the presidency, you know? Like, where in the hell is this shit going, people?
It's screwed up. Yeah. Which they still haven't been stimulated by them yet.
What, the government?
Yeah. Mr. President, did you not know today was my birthday and I was expecting some sort of stimulation?
Mother Humper, I'm so sorry. You see how he's... I'm sorry, man. I apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Anthony Greeno's birthday. Today he is a whopping
35.
35. Okay, I didn't want to take it from you.
35.
I think I say 42. Holy
what?
shit.
No way, dude.
Oh, we're up to 42.
Oh, 42. Okay.
I think
we're
it's
up to 42 likes. I hope it's likes. Oh,
well, hey, hang on. It only takes a second to hit the thumbs up, and it's totally appreciated in a big way.
Yeah, hit that thumbs up. You know what? I'll go do it at the same time.
Damn, there it is. I already did mine.
There it is.
I always tried to be first.
Wow. Thumbs up. Can you?
All right.
Thumbs up right there. Pow.
43. Right on, man. Thank you.
Hey,
Hey,
video right there.
he finally found it. That was a little puppy. And I remember when he was a little guy like that a month ago.
A month ago.
Happy birthday, Greena.
Thanks, man.
Everybody sending their happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it. And I'll be live later on tonight on my channel
Happy birthday.
to talk about a Greenothon.
A Greenathon.
Greenothon. We're just going to play some Greeno videos and talk about whatever we talk about.
Man, that sounds like fun.
Sounds like fun. It's going to be cool. I'm going to reminisce on some old videos.
However, because I was called just prior to the show by someone who forgot that I had my show tonight to play chess.
Oh, yeah?
So I told him, I says, well, look, man, it probably ain't going to go to 9. So we probably have time to, so we probably still have time to get that chess in.
Yeah,
before 9:30.
Donnie, what's up? Donnie.
Hey, there's Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie, dude.
We went out to Monon High Bridge Trail yesterday. Oh, hold on.
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry. There, Michael. We went out to Monon High Bridge Trail yesterday, and I got some footage, some for Greeno and myself. And Donnie wanted to go out there, and we had a great time. You know, as we normally do. It was a great day to be out there.
Yeah.
It started off cold, but as we was out there, it started warming up, you know, a little bit. You could feel it.
Yeah. Hey, Donnie, great picture by the Samuel Milroy. Got it, dude. That's really
cool. Know, what's weird about that is when I told him to go over there and stand, right? And I don't understand how this works because I didn't take a picture. But the phone took a picture. Like you go into the video, like where I was videoing it, when he was standing there, when it was all in full, it took a little JPEG. And I'm like, how in the hell did that happen? I didn't click it.
Because you can push the button.
I didn't.
Wow, I wonder how it happened then.
I was just sitting there holding it and kind of going like that. And then when I looked back, it had a little JPEG, and I thought, well, what's that? And I clicked on it, and I thought, wow, okay. And that's the picture I sent to you.
That was a good picture.
You know?
Yep. I'm surprised you never seen that before, Don. He never seen that before, right? Hey, look, there's a super chat donation from Victoria.
Victoria Pelcher. Thank you very, very much. See, curious to know if Greeno
heard of the case she sent you?
The case I sent Michael.
What case was that?
That is a good question. Victoria, discuss the case, and because it might have been one that I had sent to you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, throw that up there if you would, Victoria.
A new 12-year chapter of my life. And a Capricorn I am.
A Capricorn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Kokomo case. Oh, the Kokomo case. Kokomo case? You know what she's talking about?
Maybe, maybe not, but it depends on who.
Missing boy? Is it a missing boy?
Or girl. Or woman.
I think it's a missing boy.
Because there are missing people in Kokomo over the years.
Oh, from the 80s.
Yeah, it's probably the woman.
Okay. Yeah, then I probably don't know about it. I probably have heard about it, but I don't know.
That might be the one that I was kind of pointing, or I had seen people point to Larry Hall as being a person of interest in.
Oh, okay.
If it was the one that came up missing, where you see where I'm at,
Mm-hmm.
and I get her name off the top of my head. But that was at the time when he was out doing that. Kidnap, yeah, it might be. Is it the one where Larry Hall was kind of pointed at as a person of interest? Because I think I had no, I didn't. Because I only really brought him up when I was talking to. Yep. Yeah.
Julie Johnson.
Julie Johnson. Is that a missing woman from there?
Mm-hmm. Still searching for Julie Johnson from the 1980s. Cold cases in Kokomo. Destiny Pittman.
Wait a minute. What do you mean I haven't heard of it?
Kelly Armstrong.
I believe that I have heard of it.
I'm not sure.
And Kat, we need to see where I'm at merch.
See where I'm at? Merch? You know what? We can really help him get some merchandise. I can create a little store with all sorts of Michael J. Cat merchandise.
You know what? I got 2 stores with Michael J. Cat merchandise. And yes. What's one? SPREADSHIRT, and there's another
Teespring. Teespring I use.
Yes. Teespring. That's the other one.
Mm-hmm. There's some good stuff on those things, man. Anita.
Victor Steele was the kidnapper. Okay, you know what? I will need to look into that.
And Anita was her name.
Anita?
Yep.
Okay.
Look it up right now. So I can find that.
And
Anita Woldridge.
Merchandise out. Puppy needs merchandise.
Puppy, yeah, puppy merch. There you go, dude.
Look, let me tell you something, man. He's barely making his Alpo money. He's a little down, but don't worry. Christmas is still coming for Puppy. And when it gets here, ladies and gentlemen, I will videotape it. Him and his little bow tie, looking all handsome. You know how puppies are. You know, they have the world at their paw and they don't even know it.
Paul.
Whoa, puppy paw.
All right, so let's jump back on topic here. What we was talking about. So, yeah, the case happened pretty quick. We thought there was going to be an arrest soon. We wanted to make a video on it. He actually reached me and says, "Dude," he had sent me a video or a message like right after the crime.
It was the following day. It was on the 14th.
Yeah, and that's when I had made my way back to Delphi.
No. I take that back. It was on the 15th because it was on the night of the 14th at about 11:45 when I first heard about it.
Okay.
So it was on the following morning when I reached you, and I'm like, dude, man, hey, you know. But I thought you was in the Carolinas, man. I thought you was down there, man.
I was until January, and then I came back up here, and then so he reached me and says, "Hey, man, there was like a murder, a double homicide in Delphi, man. You need to get here." And I'm like, so "I'm in Delphi, man." And so like we got together and we started talking about it. In our first video, and I can't remember what it was called, but we had went down to the sheriff's office because at the time there was that guy in Kokomo.
Yeah.
That was, what was his name?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. The guy that was working
Jimmy or something.
Yeah.
Working at Chrysler. Yeah. So Duvall. There we go. That's it. Yep. So people was curious about him, and we had questions, and we was like, well, there was no mention of a vehicle anywhere, and we went to the crime scene and checked it out, and then we went back to the crime scene again. And so we went and decided to go interview Sheriff Lesenby. Well, he's like, well, I declined any video, but we can talk about it if you guys want to talk about it. And so we sat there and we asked him a whole slew of questions. Michael asked him about the hat. Well, what about the hat? Why did they draw that out on him if you're saying it's not entirely accurate? You gave him one that looks like mine, And the sheriff's like, well, I mean, it's, people don't always see what they see, and we're not really sure what kind of hat he had on. And stuff like that. So we was asking all sorts of questions on that. We was asking about the vehicle, about DNA and stuff, because at the time they was saying, well, we don't have any DNA and stuff like that. And it's like, well, wait a minute, man. I've had someone come interview me, and someone came and interviewed you the same day we need DNA. And it's like
that was after.
Okay, so that was after.
But it was before we went back the next time because we spoke with him twice.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we went over there twice. Both times when we went to the bridge, we decided to pop in and just ask him some questions.
Yeah.
Catch him off guard.
Hold on a second. 12 cut. I went and I put in Delphi murders into there. I see nowhere where it says people may ask or anything like that. I see a bunch of Wikipedia, 3 years later, investigation involved, but I'm not seeing.
3 years later, that's mine.
Is it?
Yeah. Are you on YouTube?
No. It's on Google.
Well, 3 years later, that's my video.
Oh, cool. Yeah, but I'm not seeing where it says people may ask.
Ask for what?
I don't know. That's what he said. People may ask. And I put in people may ask, and I'm still not seeing the one that says people may ask. Maybe I should put in who is Bridge Guy and just do it like that.
Who is Bridge? There it is. It shows a picture of Ron Logan with him.
What?
Boy, that's bad. That's the first thing I got on images was a picture of Ron Logan. The Bridge Guy.
On images? Okay, hang on.
Feel bad for you, Ron.
Yeah, there it is. And they got his face blacked out.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Man, dude, I would not want that.
Okay, but wait. I'm not seeing where anything says who is Bridge Guy or people may ask or anything. Maybe I'm missing something. It's not an article. Again, though, I need to know how to find it. If I don't know how to find it, I can't. It's unfindable. I'm using the keywords. I'm doing what I can. I already, go to Google, search Delphi murders. People may ask is not an article, and click on who is Bridge Guy. Okay, I put in Delphi murders. People may ask, or did you want me to search Delphi murders? People may ask if it's not an article. Because I searched Delphi murders.
People may ask. I'm seeing it. I'm not seeing this thing.
But I'm not seeing who is Bridge Guy. I even put in who is Bridge Guy. maybe perhaps if you sent me a link to it.
Just drop a link.
Drop a link. That's what I searched, 12 cut. I searched Delphi murders in Google.
People may
and I did not see what you was looking for. I searched Delphi murders, people may ask. Couldn't find it. Searched Delphi murders, who is Bridge Guy? And you know what? Could not find it. But if you send me a link, I'll be right there.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't want to go through all of that, man. It's really killing time. If he can just link me, I'll be there.
Oh, there it is. People also ask, who is Bridge Guy? Thomas Bruce. Some online sleuths have theorized that Thomas Bruce may be the Bridge Guy, or BG.
Listen to me. I did not theorize.
So this is I'm not sure so this is from WordPress. It says the primary suspect in the 2017 murders of 2 young girls in Delphi, Indiana. Go here for the background on that case. Suspect description is in the most striking similarity between the 2 cases. Is Thomas Bruce the Bridge Guy?
Yes.
And it says that. And then it says, who is Daniel Nations? Daniel Nations is a person of interest in Delphi murder. Yeah, that's what it says, pretty much. Daniel Nations is a convicted sex offender.
Convicted, a public masturbator, a POS of the worst kind. You can't get around that.
Yeah, that's what it says. So I found it. And then it just got questions. People also ask, why did Liberty German live with her grandparents? Who was the Bridge Guy? Who was the suspect? Who's the man on the bridge? What's his name? People, it's got all sorts of, where is Delphi? Yeah, it's got all, who are the YouTubers covering the Delphi case? There's another one. Wow. That's crazy. It's got us in there. It's got acronyms for us.
What acronym?
So it's got the initials of it. It says like MK. It also says MS, Michael Stroop, YouTuber, is what it says. Okay. Anthony Greeno, AG equals Anthony Greeno. Okay. Yep. It's got it. It's got people's names and stuff. Hey, what's up, Incognito? I told her that we was going live. She's like, oh my gosh, I got to get home.
Thank you for being here, Incog. It's always nice to see you here. Yeah, I did, Avalon.
There it is.
But I couldn't copy it, but Greeno's got it. So I will look it up now. Mm-hmm. I mean, I got the keywords to find it. And appreciate it, 12 cut.
Yep, I found it.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, I do like that because I mean, look, 2 years, it's about time, right? It's about time because I thought, look, man, I'm going to twist somebody's mind here into seeing this, and they're going to go like, holy crap, it is him. And then they're going to go,
Okay, so I hope that this girl's watching. So, and I'm not going to say her name, but I'm going to ask her if she's watching at the same time.
Wait, you're not going to marry her, are you?
Maybe. Who knows?
You look like you're getting a ring out. Honey, will you marry me? Yeah.
Hang on. Are you watching? All right. I'm talking about you.
I'm speaking of you now. Dave? Shell? Super B Wonder?
Okay. So I've got this girl.
Being
all right, so she sent me a message yesterday, and she's like, "Dude, I know who the Bridge Guy is," and I'm like,
"I get that once a week,"
and I'm like, "Go on, okay," because I've been texting her back and forth.
That's me. Go on.
And she watches my videos and stuff, and she watches yours and stuff. She's like, "I need to talk to Michael Catt," okay, and okay, so she says, "Hold on." So I told her, I says, "Go to it now, go to it," because I'm talking about you. She says, I need to get a hold of Michael Catt, like right now. And I'm like, well, actually, ironically, he's out at the bridge right now, taking video footage and stuff like that. And he's going to get me some video footage while he's out there. So she hits me up and she says, I knew who he is. And I said, go ahead, explain. She's like, oh, it's this guy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, are you talking about Thomas Bruce? And she's like, yes, Thomas Bruce. That's the Bridge Guy. And I'm like, tell me why. So she goes on and tells me, dude, look, it's a numerology thing. Like this is okay. So the guy was a preacher, but he was really like an evil Satanist type dude because these two. So the dude, these two nickels. She's like, look, these two nickels. Okay, it's 55. It's got Liberty 2017 on it. You know, it's like this one's got Thomas. You know what I mean? Thomas Jefferson, Thomas J. Thomas, yeah, and Thomas J. at the same time. Yeah, right. Jefferson County. And she's like telling me all the things. She's like, in the Evansdale girls, it's backwards, dude. She's like, and plus the times, and I don't even know if you had figured this out yet. The time of the murders in one was at 3:30 and one was at 2:30. Okay, so she's like, look, 3 + 2 is 5. That's also 5 years between murders. That's also, if you add up these, it ends up to 32, which is 3 + 2. It's 5. It's exactly 5 years between the murders. The numerology is there. It's him. And I'm like, okay, you need it. Huh?
Without all the numerology, and I have looked into it, but I kind of, okay, this is my take on that. Some dates, or no, all dates will reverse to a date. Okay?
Yes.
But if you had 99999, you see, I mean, or maybe I could say 555, you know, I'm trying to think of something where it does not calculate, because there's many 5-digit numbers that don't reverse to an actual date, just like we can say 71312, right?
Yes.
Well, what if it was 228321? Or I mean, you see, you know, in such a way that, well, you can't get a date out of that. So some 5-digit numbers don't reverse to a date. Others can. But, you know, because it can't exceed 12 on the month. You know, it can't go over 31 on the day. I mean, you know, see, like that. Now, any last 2 digits will work, because it don't matter. If it's 99, there's a 99 year. If it's 1, 0, you know, it's like year 1. You see what I mean? But the other ones have to be dependent on the month and the date. It can't go over the date of 31, and the other can't go over 12 as the month.
Right. You
see where I'm at? Yeah. So only some dates are reversible. Now, that one was a date. I mean, of course, because it's a calendar date, it can reverse. See where I'm at? And on the reverse date, the identical crime happened in a different place. Well, in the middle of the day, 2 girls abducted, small trail. You know, all 4 are murdered. All 4 are found dead, later murdered beside a creek in the woods. It's, you know, I mean, that right there was enough for me to say, well, it's pretty freaky deek. But if you start going into the, it was like, okay, well, if you go back from this murder, and I'm like, well, here's the thing with Thomas Bruce. He was an opportunity killer. He didn't set out and then go target someone exactly. He would go and wait for an opportunity. You know, here's a person, go ahead.
Exactly. Well, there was a dude that said that. Okay. And I can't remember what his name was. I was just talking to the captain, and he was saying, dude, there's this guy. I can't remember what his name was, but he was a serial killer. And then one day he just went in and was like, yeah, you know what, dude, I'm a serial killer, and I've killed like 35 people, or however many it was. You know, he's like, I've killed all these people, man, and you're gonna find them at these locations. No, it wasn't anybody like that. This dude just went and turned himself in, and I can't remember what his name was. I can get it back to you at a later time. Okay. But the captain told me, he said, dude, that dude said one smart thing, and they said, well, how did you choose your victims? And he said, well, when I was smart, I never choose the victim. I choose the location.
Yeah.
And that location presented the victim.
Yeah. Thank you.
And that's exactly what you were just saying.
Exactly.
Not everybody picks, it's going to be these people on this time. You know what I mean?
Most do.
You don't know that. Most do. They do highlight a person. Like,
and when they see that, you know, person, then they'll stalk that person and then know like the time to get home, when they're alone, you know, and then set up a time for that, as serial killers do. This guy, and like I say, just like you had said, he knew that these trails were hiked, but not heavily. That if somebody walked by, there's probably not going to be someone right back behind him, and he has time to abduct. kill, do what he wants to do, you know, and get out of there. And that's what I'm saying. It's just like Ann Pates. It was a matter of opportunity. You know, Mary Pryor, probably likely the same exact way. Evansdale, and what questions me about Evansdale, did he go there purposely to do that? Or was it just opportunity when he pulled in there? You know, I suspect losing a job 1 month prior, just like Delphi, that it could have been planned.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, there's no way to prove that. If he did plan that one, it's the only one that I could show that he did plan aside of Delphi, because Delphi was pre-planned, but was Evansdale.
Gotcha.
You see where I'm at?
Yeah.
Now, go back, because even Delphi was a matter of the opportunity coming into play. If nobody had hiked down there, you know, what if no one showed up? It would have been kind of a lost cause.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, going there to commit that, you got to be in hope that somebody's going to come by alone, that you can do that.
Yeah, and how many chances does someone like that go out there to do something like that, and it turns up nothing?
Well,
probably a good chance that happens a lot.
Here's the thing: how many times had he been there in the past to do that, and nothing showed up?
Well, that's a good question, because that's probably a higher rate of that than it is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably more likely that this never happened than it did happen. The one time where you get two little girls that cross the bridge at the right time where nobody else is there.
Yeah.
And it's just such a small window, man. You know what I mean? Like, he did it in such a small window to where, okay, as he's doing this, Cheyenne's walking down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just you're just missing it. Like,
you know what? By the time that she got to the bridge, okay?
Mm-hmm.
By the time Cheyenne made it to that bridge, he was already done with the crime. He had to have been.
Yeah. And he was moving his way up.
And was coming back. And again, just like you said, had they not walked down there, because there was 21 minutes of time from the time that they arrived to the time that they got to the part where she took her picture. It's an 8-minute walk from the secondary location to that spot. But it was 29 total minutes from the time that they got there at 1:38 to 2:07. That means 21 minutes that they was on the north side just hiking.
Yeah, and if they would have just stayed a little longer.
A little longer.
Yeah. But I mean, it still could have happened. It could have happened over on the north side, you know, more unlikely that it could have, but it could have, you know, if he just thought, well, it's going to have to be here, you know.
Oh, no.
Itch.
And I agree. You know, it could have happened at any spot through there had, you know, that have been his wish. But I mean, I'm just saying, being down there and waiting for someone to show up, you know, and people say, well, why didn't he attack the lady walking her dogs?
Well, if he got two dogs.
The lady lived right there. You could see her house. She had 2 dogs with her. He don't know whether somebody's in there waiting for her to come back. You know, he didn't want him coming down there and catch him in the midst of the crime.
Exactly. And what do you think the dogs are going to do?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
I mean, they're not going to just, they're going to freak out, you know, and bark and all sorts of stuff. So you don't want to draw the attention. Is key when someone's going to commit a crime like that, you know, and it's just a lot of things come into play when you're trying to analyze something like that, where you're saying, okay, well, how could this have all happened in such a manner where nobody got caught, you know, or well, why would he risk passing the flannel shirt guy, or why would he talk to the lady walking her dogs? Well, these things aren't things that this guy intended on happening. It's chance. It's chance. It's the likely, you know, a suspect robs a bank and runs away on foot. Chances are he just passed a cop when he's walking down the road and they're driving past to the bank. You know, did he want to do that? No, but it happened.
It's chance.
It's chance. It's just all chance encounters right there.
Say as an example that somebody is the suspect.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's on private property. He probably had seen more than just the 2 girls that day. You know, I mean, we know that he saw the lady walking her dogs, but I think stationed there waiting, he probably seen others hike up to the bridge, maybe over a piece, but, you know, didn't come across. They may not have been, you know, what he was mentally picturing to be a victim.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But there was probably other people there. And, I mean, I don't think that he was, okay, again, he abducts 2 girls. He gets more to the crime scene area. Now, he already knows in his head that he's got to walk back to his vehicle, and he knows the route that he's going to take. But what he does not know is anybody going to be on that trail coming. You see, now he already knows when he hits the 501 that Cheyenne's already on the bridge. But he don't know if anybody's coming. Now, about as quick as he took north on the 501, there's flannel shirt guy coming. Now, a person could say, well, why didn't he try to avoid him? How? How are you going to get back to your car in avoidance?
Mm-hmm.
There's only so far to the left or right you can walk. I mean, you can't just walk out of the way. That would be like very suspicious.
Exactly.
Exactly. Oh shit, here comes a guy, man. It'd be like, wait a minute. What's up with that dude?
Okay. So there's the girl that I was talking about, Corinne.
Corinne?
Oh, okay,
Corinne.
here. All right. So yeah, she wants to talk to you. All right. She wants to talk to you desperately because she was telling me, well, what about this? And I'm like, look, I'm not that dude. You present me with someone else, I may be the dude. But when it comes to Thomas Bruce, that right there is the dude to talk to. He's the one that will definitely give you all the information that you want to know. She wants to know what you think about the nickels and the numbers. That's what she wants.
I offered you the piece of pie.
Tell her about the nickels. What did you come up with the nickels?
Exactly what she did.
Okay. See, you've got your answer. Same thing that you come up with, he's came up with.
I went back, Thomas J. or Thomas from Jefferson County. It's got Liberty 2017 with the D mark under it. For the mint, right under Liberty on 2017. It's got the D, Delphi. You see where I'm at?
Yeah, dude, how do you figure that out?
And it's talking about I can't drive 55. Now, somebody told me that the date of the nickel on the left was 2012. I cannot tell that by looking. But if it is 2012, that is something to consider heavily. Very heavily. You see where I'm at? Because that would be Evansdale.
Yeah, exactly.
2012. And it was an older nickel. And I thought, whoa. But now when I look at that, and I do need to go back and take a better look because there might be a better way to see that. But if that is 2012, man, I mean, it's in your face, the amount of evidence that is out there pointing right at him. One of those 50 people, it's all right there in black and white, all over the place. I've explained it for 2 years. And I still got 8 months more to go, maybe 9.
8 months more. Well, you know what? You're not going to have to explain it anymore because of future projects. You know what I'm talking about?
Yo.
What are you doing? I'm not telling you. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah. And you know what? Let me explain because I did want to explain about that. Last week, I had said this coming week, you will get that video. Well, this week I sat down after days and days of recording on Audacity and listened to it. And I'm like, no, I ain't giving them that crap. I ain't doing that. I want it to sound good. So I'm going back. I totally rewording it, totally redoing it. And when it is done, it will be what's the word? Definitive? I don't know. Probably the definitive timeline of any that's out there.
Grand finale.
It's been narrowed down to within like probably about 2 minutes each way as to where everybody was. Mm-hmm. Coming in, going, leaving, go like this in every direction, even flannel shirt guy going out, catching Derek, coming in, I mean, and it's all mapped out because we know the general times of these. See, man, Polecat's saying what, Nichols? Man.
Oh, man, dude, you got some
important podcast.
Yeah, you know what? You got some really important stuff to come up. And I was trying to point Corinne in the right direction of like, well, watch this video. But I type in Thomas Bruce on your channel and holy shit, dude. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know which one it is. There's a bunch,
Well, yeah, everything's pretty much involves him. I mean, on my channel, because I am saying, okay, Corinne, please reach me here at this email address and put your name at the top so I know it's you. And if you give me a number I can call you, or I can send a time in the day when you can call me and send you my number.
Yeah, or I can give you her phone number, or I'll give her your phone number.
Okay, that'll do. Thank
I'll give
you.
her your phone. Yep, and I'll tell her. But you can email him if you want to talk to him.
Well,
but,
go ahead.
But no, I was just gonna say I got to roll out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can pick back up on this whenever you're ready again, because we really didn't get into all the details, and we could sit and talk about this for like 24 days and still not even be in all details. So
yeah, well, see, man, that's the issue I find when I'm doing something like that, because when it's all said and done, I'm like, crap, man, I forgot, and I hate that. So I want to make sure it's all inclusive, that absolutely everything that we know on that is put in.
Okay.
It's all 100% the way it should be. And go ahead and say your...
All right, everybody, I got to take off. So on that note, everybody, I'm Anthony Greeno from True Crime Investigates, and keep it Southern style, y'all. Peace, dude.
Peace. All right. So, you know what? Since that was asked, let me go pull it up real quick. Let me get the nickels, and I will take another... What? Oh, shit. Hang on. Oh, I see. I got it. Man, that scared me. Right here, I have the nickels. Man. There we go. And I'm going to blow this up. That way everybody can see it clearly. This here is the 2 nickels right there. Now, I'm going to blow this up a little bit so everybody can see it very clearly, or as clearly as it can be seen. The nickel on the left, see, I'm not seeing the date right there, but on this one, should be right in here. I think, maybe. But anyway, this one here, this is Thomas Jefferson, president, ex-president of the United States. Now, if this was read as Thomas from Jefferson County, now this is Liberty, and I don't need to go on from there, in 2012. Now, you got the little D under here, which would be Delphi. You can fill in the blanks. But now he took this photo of the 2 nickels. And the reason that he took the photo of the 2 nickels, because he had put the song I Can't Drive 55 under it, the link on YouTube. Now, I'm thinking about that because really when he was leaving Delphi, I mean, I'll tell you right now, he didn't want to be doing 55. But, I mean, I seen that in it because it does have Liberty 2012D. And then I already knew he was from Jefferson County, and his name's Thomas, and you just kind of look at that, and it strikes you as very odd, because a serial killer is not going to go out and tell you what they done, but they will do this kind of stuff right here, and I think that goes back in time. That they would do that. I mean, if you look at Zodiac, he sent messages to the police department, pretty much taunting, saying what he would do, saying how he intended to do it. You get the same thing like BTK. A lot of these people that kill serially, they like to contact the cops and, like, oh, you can't catch me, or I'm going to go do this. They like putting up that front. Now, today it's a lot harder because if they're looking for you, they can get the FBI in there and they'll know where you bought the paper, that you wrote on the envelope. Everything is gone over, all the fibers that's on it, anything it came into contact with. They really can narrow this down. So, for somebody to do that today, they're really taking a chance. I'll even go as far as to point to CC Moore and the familial DNA. They got John D. Miller for a rape and murder of an 8-year-old girl that happened 30 years prior to that, just by having the guy's DNA. They ran that through the familial database of DNA from different families, got the code, the DNA code for the family line, and then traced that down, and then had to manually go through the family tree down to the people that they felt was probably likely suspect. Then law enforcement had to go in, get things out of their trash that had their DNA, and then compare that back to the killer. Took her 2 months from the time she started to the time of his arrest. 2 months. So they, they can't get by with what they used to be able to get by with. So, oh, sorry, there's something caught my attention in chat. So anyway, yeah, that's, I mean, it's a different day, as far as crime. If I went out in a car right now and hit 100 on a back road, they'd go, oh yeah, remember that time you went 100 on a back road, pal? They know this, man. Satellites. Believe me, they know everything. Absolutely everything. StreamYard's cat at Corinne Woods. Corinne Woods, what? Ah, well, I would need a if you could email me your email address, Corinne, and I'll put it back up again where you can see my email. Right here, email me, and I will email you a link where you can join me on the show right here, like immediately. Just click the link, you're in. Hey, Ivory Rose, how you doing? All right, I am going to check my email. Hang on a minute. Oh, very cool. Thanks, Kim. Okay, well, I have nothing from Corinne. Nothing from Corinne has made it to my email address, Corinne. Corinne? Yeah. Yeah, somebody was talking about that. Okay. I mean, more that the date of the Catholic supply store homicide reversed to, and I think it was the date that the Memphis 3 got released, I believe. But when I reversed the date, I couldn't get a date out of it. I mean, see, you take 11/19/80 or 1/8 and reverse it, you would get 8/19/111. You'd have a 111 in there. But anyways, I'm waiting for an email from Corinne, who may have disappeared. Yes, it was. He took the picture. He put it on his Facebook, which I believe is still open. If you want to go look at it, it's under Tom Bruce. And he's got the Trump hat that says Donald Trump on it as his little avatar thing. That might be why he lost the election. All right, checking my email again. Nope, still nothing from Corinne. Corinne, come on, man. Well, let me scroll up and find it. Yeah, I just had it on my screen. Man, I just had it up there. Okay, does anybody know Corinne? Anybody? Anybody that could just get a message to Corinne? So, because nothing's coming through the email. Nada. This is my email here. Yes, but if you send me a link, 12 Cup Pizza, I can be right there and I can share it to everybody. Yeah, 08. But you see, it's a 5-digit number. I mean, but you got to turn that into 5 digits. Correct. So, anyways, back on the topic. Man, that might wrap it up, everybody. Yeah, 12 cut. If you email that to me, if you want me to look at it, man, just email me a link, man. I'd be happy to. That's what I say. If you just put a link up here, copy and paste the link. Okay, 2017? The one on the right? I mean, the one on the left is the 2017. The one on the right, I couldn't even see a date on. Yes, think anybody that did thumbs up the video. I mean, I got the invisible watch and it only takes a second to hit a thumbs up. You'd be doing me a big fave. Big fave. Well, if it's online, 12 cut, if it's something that's online, then it should have a link to it. Ah, puppy, yeah, right. Yeah. You know what? I will bring him out exactly in the show. Thanks for being here, Polecat. Appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. I can't see the date on the right one. Somebody said it was in 2012, but I thought, well, how do they know that? I mean, I can't. When I blow it up, it just gets more pixelated, and when it goes down, you can't see it. You know what? Nobody misses puppy like me. And my arms. And my face. Nobody can miss puppy like me. I'm starting to enjoy getting clawed on, man. It's his way of showing puppy love, I guess. I don't know, man. Yeah, man, give it a minute, man. Mike, he's still snoozing. Gives me a break for a minute. Puppy ain't clawing the hell out of me. I will at the end of the show. At the very end, I will. Yes, it would. It would be crazy. So, anyway, I'm going to go get puppy, and I hope that everybody out there, man, all viewers, man, anybody hit that thumbs up, and virtually everybody in chat is a moderator. So, I hope that everybody that's viewed this program is having a great new year. Please let 2021 be better than last year. You know where I'm at? Got things that, man, I'm looking forward to, and it ain't happening like this. What TF posts pictures of 2 nickels? Well, a guy is saying I can't drive 55. That he posted the link to I Can't Drive 55 by Sammy Hagar right under it. See, now that's the point where you think like, oh, it's just about driving 55. What are you, a conspiracy theorist? No, I'm looking at FBI statistics that this is what these people like to do. It's a way of saying without saying, because nobody would ever connect that unless you was or unless they were already in knowledge that you were that way. But once they do know you're that way, they can look back at what you've done in the past and go, hey, that kind of catches my eye a bit, just like those 2 nickels. Just like the commercial that he had on there with the thing where people was brushing their teeth and that lady had it in her mouth. Oh, that looks interesting. There was the kids that had to eat vegetables that looked like they were being tortured. I'm like, God, man, this is one dude that was just kind of like screaming to be caught, literally. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, it's in there too. And you know, again, I mean that could connect. Very much could. Could be. But then again, I mean, it would be hard for me to figure that he would pee in anything like the Illuminati. I mean, come on, man. He was an insurance agent. You know, that was his role in life. It ain't like he was that big, illuminated wise anyway. Oh, yeah, you know what? I will bring out Puppy anyway, but those likes mean things. They do. YouTube knows those likes mean things. Yeah, it was, man. I agree. And again, man, it kind of like I don't know how to explain it. It's like when you see that, if it was just meant as, because it was. I mean, the video was funny because it was just kids eating their vegetables. That's it. No harm was being done to the kids. But some of these kids were really flipping out, man. I mean, like really flipping out. And, it looked like they were being tortured or something, and I thought like, okay, this is the mind of that man. This is what, this is the things that he wants to see. Okay, fine. I'll go get Puppy. Thanks for being here, everyone. Come here. Big stretch. Oh, come here. Ow. Wow. You got people that want to see little fat boy. I want to see him. I want to see how he's doing. Make sure he's all still living the dream. You're living the dream, aren't you, Puppy? Yeah. Oh, bite me. Oh, that's so sweet. I never get tired of that, Puppy. There's no way to tire a puppy bites all day. No way. So this is Puppy. Puppy, wish everyone a Happy New Year. Come on, just hey, Happy New Year, everybody. Yeah. Get your hair down. Look like some kind of hippie freak with your ears up like that. Aw, you are the best, Puppy. He's gonna be the best dog too. Yeah, I can't wait for that. You're gonna be the greatest dog in the history of people and stuff. Look at you, man. Can't wait for that little tie. He's gonna look so adorable. Just biting me in his new tie. Hell yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you all for being here. I will catch you next week. Peace, everyone.